Alright guys, we are back here and not sure what the hell has happened there. Anyways, we are going to be reviewing Garry's Bombs 5. So for this, we're going to be going to, let's see, how about we go to Fight Space. That is, I believe, an other, right here, Fight Space 3B. One of my favorite maps that has many hidden things. It's a very, both above and underground. 5 is the successor, I believe, to Bombs 4, which I had as well. Back in the day, you know. By that I mean likes explosives. So here we are. Fight Space is basically the Free Space 13, but changed. It has the basic compound and it's all this. Very big map. I'm a bit sick here, so excuse me. Anyways, entities. Everything's under entities, and one thing's under vehicles. That would be the standard driver pod, which is refrigerator. You just get in it. That's all it is. Anyways, entities, and you got GB5. That's the acronym for it. I'm gonna start off with the start off with the artillery. Like I said, I'm sick and I'm a little out of it, but I'm gonna make this anyways. Anyways. So you have your 135, your 170, and your 240. Now you can see their size differences here. I'm gonna do some setting up later, but for right now this doesn't require any setting up. This is a very small one. All you do is lift it up. I heard you can load it in the howitzer, but it's always exploded in barrel for me. And you hit E on it. Off it goes. So you can also change the options over here. I like to have the sound multiplier at 2. That way it's a little bit more realistic. The time it takes for the sound to travel is generally pretty good, but sometimes it's not good. Bombs can unweld and unfreeze, and you can set the sound travel realistically. Decals, you know, scorch marks. Easily armed just means that you have to arm some of the other bombs. I'll show you that later, but see how this works. That was 170. And bombs arm when hit or drop should be pretty obvious. EMP, stuff like that. We'll cover these with the nukes. I think you said these. South. I said south. Anyways, that's done. So those are the tank shells. There's the atomic Annie stuff, and there's the Davy Crockett stuff, the howitzer. We're gonna be doing the artillery. This video, the next video, we'll be doing light, the heavy bombs, and I think even chemicals, and such like that. So, anyways, we are gonna just get ourselves a howitzer here because this requires no setup really. We're just gonna come down from there though. You can attach an atomic Annie base to it. I've done that before. I think it's in my dupes. Let's take a look, shall we? My dupes. Yeah, I have several things here. I don't think it's Axis though. Yeah, it is. Alright. So I don't usually use that, but anyways, this doesn't have a base. So we're just gonna angle it right there. And let's move forward a little bit. There we go. Yep. And then what you want to do, we're going to go for an HE shell first, high explosive. Now, you can dupe them with the propellant on them, because unlike the tank shells, which you'll notice have their own propellant, these do not. If you hit E on them, you'll hear the beep sound like the mine from Half-Life 2. That just means it's armed, so we're not going to arm it yet. Just for safety, we're going to keep off bombs arming when they're hit or dropped, because there can be a bit of collision when you put the shell into the chamber. So I would suggest loading it. I wouldn't suggest flush. I would suggest just a little bit further in, not that much further. Yeah, like right about there. That's my usual depth, I guess, I'd put it in. You can put it flush, but I usually don't. Flush with the, I guess, the rim. Anyways, I'm going to spawn in a couple of things and get it ready. Okay, so I know I said that there wasn't going to be much setup, but I decided to set up the other artillery pieces for later. And I got all the shells for the howitzer. We have an HE loaded, which is a yellow tip. There is frag, which is a green tip. Incendiary, which is a rather orange-red color, depending on your settings. Mine's a red. And then there's a little fat chlorine shell, which differs greatly. It's silver, it has blue stripes, and, well, it's small and fat. That's because, of course, it's chemical. I accidentally armed it. So, just get rid of that. We definitely don't want that going off right next to us. Though I could use it to show you guys something. Anyways, so you'll notice that I got the propellant, which is a little a jar of pills or something, I don't know, chemicals. That's the model, but you put it right in the center. You want to center it the best you can on the back. Like I said, you can weld it to your shell and dupe it, but there's some glitches with that, so I usually just do it manually. Anyways, to make doubly sure that it's going to detonate, I arm the shell. This is just because also I'm showing you guys and I want it to go off. So then you go up to the propellant and hit E. Very good particle effects. I really like the attention to detail with those. So we're going to go slightly longer range for the next ones. But that's the basics on how to do it. Now I'm going to show you guys again. Just in case you forgot. I usually like to have them like that. And then I'm going to go down a little bit. There we go. Can be a little finicky over here. Fired all the same, that's fine with me then. Save me a bit of time. Generally, I like to have it completely flat against the back, because I have noticed that there's some propulsion errors if you don't angle it correctly, the propellant itself, but sometimes it can do that. Anyways, that was fragmentation. The frag, if you know what a frag grenade does, that's what a frag shell does in this game. It's simply, you can just shoot off fragments that are on fire. That's pretty much all it does. I think it's the entity is named Pellet, and that's pretty much all it is. Now we're gonna fire an incendiary. You should know what that does. Fire, in case you don't. Go over here. I don't think. Yeah, no, there's not. I'm gonna set up some props out here, just to give you guys a little idea. Yeah, that looks fine. Anyways, I'm gonna do this again. So the props do get unwelded and unfrozen if the option's on. So I like that because there's very few explosives mods that do that, it seems. The nukes in I think it was a Nuke Pack 4, rather old mod. That's not an option. Alright, so we're just gonna... Unwelding is very useful. You can also turn that off if you don't want it, so good option. It's probably gonna miss, but yeah, you saw how it just curved, right? Anyways, you don't need to worry too much about that. I'll show you guys close up what it does. That works too. Minor malfunction. One second. That's why I have those banned, because you will be spawn killed by it for 30 seconds maybe. Nah, probably about 20. Anyways, be very careful in handling these. Boom. Sets all props and people on fire. Not even sure if these will actually break. No, they will. There you go. Anyways, on to the next thing. The final one, I guess, would be the chlorine shell. Now, up until very, very recently, there was no protection from it. However, now there's hazmat suits and gas masks. We will cover those in a bit. Once we get to chemical weapons. Anyways, this is a chemical weapon, however, it's artillery, so it's under artillery, isn't it? Not the MK-33, we need howitzer propellant. So, load it up. Okay, accidentally grabbed the cannon there. The howitzer, by the way, is rather greedy, as I say, with the fizz gun. You can aim like right here sometimes, and you'll still grab the cannon. So, the howitzer itself, doubly sure. That was a good shot. And well, let's show you the minor effects of it. You walk in, the guy starts coughing. You start taking some damage. Your ears ring. You can't see much. And eventually you start slowing down. Like right now, if you look carefully, you'll see me. I'm moving very slowly, and I'm gonna get out of there. But if you stay there for too long, you will not be able to get out of there, and you'll take a lot of damage and die. Starts off small, it gets even worse as time goes on. Again, only one protection against that. So right now we're done with the howitzer. Set it over here. I really hate this thing, but I have to show you it. It's called the Davy Crockett. You may know it from other things. What you do is you take a launcher and a tripod, and you axis the tripod to the launcher itself, and you get that. I have that duped because I don't like it. It takes a little bit too much time to do when I'm in the middle of a war, but anyways. Now this is the hard part. You can't angle it up, so you have to angle the launcher itself up. And you have to use it with the tripod. Now, there we go. So what you want to do is spawn in a Davy Crockett. Be very careful. This is a mini nuclear bomb. Very mini, however, it's still going to fuck your shit up. Be careful. Loading this thing can be a bitch. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Because you see, you have to get this little, I guess, rod all the way down the shaft, I guess. I don't know what that we call it. It's like loading an RPG with a fizz gun. It's a very bad idea. Almost got it. One moment. Alright, I got it finally. So you just want to freeze it or it'll fall out usually. Now this is the part that I've had a lot of trouble with. Now not the propellant getting in there, but also if you don't freeze it, the propellant will shoot the warhead out just by you trying to put it in there. Because here's the thing. If you haven't done it before and you are doing it for the first time, you may think you just want to put it, I don't know, like right. Well, first of all, this seems annoying because it's so small. But anyways, you may think you want to put it like right there. No, you need it all the way in there, as far as you can put it, right up against the warhead itself. So anyways, what you want to do now is arm it, and I really hope this works, because if not, this is going to be an embarrassment. There it goes. Very small, however. Well, the few nukes that has fallout, however, I don't think there's fallout right now. Yes, they patched it finally. Good job. If they changed his name, so I don't know what it is. mod creator's name is anymore, but if you turn on nuclear fallout, there will be radiation. It used to be that that was the only one that had radiation. Anyways, it takes a long time to load. Very ineffective. You only really have one shot. Your rate of fire is maybe 1 round a minute if you're very quick with it. I'm not very quick with it. I'm competent with it. It takes me about 3 minutes. So, this one is basically the Davy Crockett times like 100. What you'll need is an MK33 atomic shell, an MK33 propellant. I think I have this backwards, by the way. Yeah, it got duped backwards, which is weird. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you dupe it, unless if you're trying to be really realistic. Anyways, it's going to kill us at this range, I think. I don't care at this point. Get the paint bucket that somehow has the propellant for it. Slap it in there. Now, this is more of a tactical nuke. That was more of a nuclear grenade. This is going to cause some damage. And I'm going to show you the unweld properties of the mod with this. Why don't we just, I don't know, set up a little barricade type thing right here. That way we can't get shot from enemy snipers if we were doing this on one of my deathmatch maps or whatever. Alright. Little firing zone. How's that look? That look good? Yeah. Keep us safe. Yeah. Anyways, it's frozen. Look how even well done. There you go. Now they're welded. Now then. It appears that there is a misfire in the barrel. However, you will notice that my point is proven. The stuff was gone. Anyways, I'm actually going to show you how it works this time. I guess I wasn't supposed to arm the projectile in the barrel, which usually is fine on every pulse, but I guess not this one. Alright, I moved on over here because I want to see how far I can flint this. I know you can flint it from this corner of the map to the other. However, I'm not sure the exact degree that you need to have for the cannon aimed at. However, this should work. There it goes. If this doesn't work, then that's weird. This may or may not kill us because it has a pretty high yield. I saw it hit the ground. Is it going to detonate? That's disappointing. The last time I armed it, and it blew up in the damn barrel. I'm going to try this one more time. If it doesn't work, then, well, at least I showed you something. Alright guys, prepare for the round to go off in the cannon itself, but here we go. I don't know what the problem is. Last time I didn't arm it, and the propellant didn't arm it. Was it? I don't know. It should have worked. Maybe I need to have this on. Oh well. You guys can figure it out yourself. I usually don't use these because, well, it kills everyone. People don't like that. I do believe that is it. Yes, this is it for right now. You know, please rate, comment, and subscribe and all that. That's about it. Next time I think we're going to be covering the bombs, including the chemicals, and I'm going to cover the protection gear. And then after that we're going to go to the more complex stuff, such as the nuclear stuff and ICBMs. And then finally we're going to cover the custom nukes. Thanks for watching.